I know what Dirty Moors, yeah. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I'm saying, I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I'm going at dirty rappers, lynching Dirty Moors too. Hiding literature that Drew wrote to warn you. They claim to make you Muslim and make you sovereign. With paperwork and filings and fiat, they rob it. They don't care about his words, throw it out like garbage. Or throw it at you when you're active, not passive. When they wanna talk about it's like off a trampoline mattress. Treat them like a vamp or a teen actress. Get stabbed with a brand like a mean savage. This Inquisition divine, all others average. Millennium Renaissance, heroes in our classes. Fed up with the czar controlling facets. Ask if they heard about Moors, they say no. But Masons, they obviously know. Down the handshakes and rituals with skull and bones. They even know about owls burning Bohemian Grove. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. Dirty Moors killed Drew. I read the FBI papers on loyal Moors, emergency fund rapers, Moorish literature and divine ballot changers. Might as well say Drew Ali was born in a manger. Prophet puts poison aside and his food smelled danger. Got me treating every Moor like a stranger. Grand Sheik Punkin stumbling drunk in their fez. What was proclaimed for every meeting was not read. Some Moors are so active, prophet can't be dead. Thanks Moorish teachers away, I can't be led. Actions speak, then I consider what's said. And what's said was study, then study yourself. Honest to the prophet, noble Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. Everybody wants to be just like Drew Ali, but nobody wants to care about Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did.
Islam, family, Islam. Atiq Bey, live and direct, back again, Moorish Media. Man, it's been a little minute. It's been about 12 months, 11 months. It's been a journey, man. And, I'm here to tell my story and just share my story in hopes of helping others, you know, helping my people, man. Being the light bearer that I am, I gotta tell the truth. Truth is holy breath. Man, so in January, approximately January the 10th of 2018, under the Gregorian calendar, it was a situation where policy enforcers in the territory known as, quote unquote, the corporate jurisdiction, by the way, of Rockdale County, Georgia, they had came to the domicile that I was staying at, because, you know, I live in my body. I live in this vessel. Anyway, long story short, they had came to where I was at, and they had a warrant for another person. He was a Negro. Keep it real, he was a Negro. Had all types of other stuff going on with him. Whatever the case, you know, I end up having to interact with them, or you know, wanting to know who I am, etc., etc. You know how that goes already. We don't got to get into that. Okay, so you know, they came back with a warrant and said that they got to look through the house. You know, it's not my place. I was a guest. And I looked at the warrant and just instantly knew. After studying, because you know, Noble Drew Ali said, study, study, study. So, after spending a lot of hours just studying, you know what I'm saying, I looked at the, I looked at the warrant. weren't fake. When I say fake, I mean, you know, they operate in fraud. So it just looks fraudulent. Okay, so whatever the case, when you're around those that are unconscious, you can put yourself in danger because they don't know where you at mentally, spiritually. So, you know, when, you know, hanging around Negro, blacks, and colors, African Americans, they looking at you like you crazy. You looking at them like they crazy. Long story short, you know, they asked me my name. I said I don't have a name. Names are for Christians and corporations. I'm neither. I have an appellation because I'm a part of a nation. I'm a part of a tribe. Okay, so what's your appellation? My appellation is Atiq. My title of nobility is Bey. Okay, you have a name for when you was when you was in the corporation? No, I was never in a corporation. Human beings cannot be in corporations. Two different things there. Can't happen. Long story short, backed them off. But the sheriff came through the door before this was all done. They had us at a table there for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. They didn't know what to do. I could tell they didn't know how to even deal with me because, you know, like how the master teacher, Grand Sheik, Atiq Bey says, the culture is in the language. When you open your mouth, you will reveal your degrees. So when I opened my mouth, I let them know. I didn't even have to tell them, but I just let them know from my language. It showed, wait a minute. They had to wait for a minute. Here comes the sheriff. He goes by the name of Atiq Levitt, which is, you know, and before, on the record, right? I'm not angry at none of these people for anything that they've done to me. I'm not angry. I'm not hostile. I don't want no violence. I don't want nothing negative, nothing. Just peaceful, positive energy. But the truth is the truth. We can't run from the truth. Nobody can. You might lock me up, lock this vessel up in your concentration camps because I'm threatening in what I'm saying, but I'm not threatening nobody. The truth is the truth still. The sheriff, Atiq Levitt, you already know, Negro, black, colored, African American, they're traitors. Walks in, looks at me, but he's really addressing everybody else, speaking down, and I'm sitting there at the table like this, like, you know, I'm just sitting there firm, like, quiet though. I don't have too much to say. I see through the matrix. I see through the whole, the image, the smoke and mirrors that they put up. Oh, we're the police, sheriffs. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. You ain't an honor. You aren't an honor. Okay, long story short, he comes in. He's addressing everybody else. He looks at me when he walks in. I make eye contact with him. He looks away. Then he's addressing the Negro, black, colored, African American people, speaking to them in an ill way as if, he got authority over them. Long story short, all the policy enforcers leave. They take who they wanted, they leave. 5 days later, they come back 5 days later. And, of course, man, these people are human traffickers, kidnappers. Again, I ain't angry at none of them. It ain't about being angry. It's about being love, having love in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got love in your heart, they can't mess with you. True love. Not, oh, man, No, true love. Now, like I said, truth is the truth. We can't run from it. So 5 days later, on January the 15th, 2018, they had came back to that house, that domicile, where I was a visitor, a guest. And they had, they had stalked the house out, basically, because you know how these people do. They're kidnappers. So, in the movies, when you watch people and they kidnap people, they waiting in the car, lurking, low in the seat. Yeah, they stalked the place. And they had waited until everybody who was in there, all the Negro, blacks, and colors, had left. And then they came and broke the door down. And at the time, you know, I was in the basement. So they opened up the basement door, because, you know, it's always steps that goes into the basement. They opened up the basement door. Atiq Bey, we know you in the basement. Come out with your hands up. What? All right, I'm recording this. You know, so I'm not armed, not dangerous, don't shoot. I come in peace, so I'm coming upstairs. Let me see the warrant, please. AR-15s in my face. AR-15s in my face. Let me see the warrant. See, again, smoke and mirrors, they're going to try to scare you. Well, they tried to scare me. But the truth of the matter is, because I can share with y'all, family, you know, the truth of the matter is, the only energy that can stop me and kill me is God of law. God of law. That's it. That's it. So you have an AR in my face or whatever type of weapon. I ain't got no weapons. I don't have any weapons. Excuse me. I don't have any weapons on my persons, on me. I don't have nothing on me. And I don't need that, because I got this. This is y'all biggest weapon. People don't get that. But you know what? Came to bring that light for you. Came to bring that light for you. Spark y'all up with some light. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Atiq Bey, come out with your hands up. We know you in the basement. I come up. Please let me see the warrant. Before we even get into anything, show me the warrant that you got. Let me see what y'all got. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Show me the warrant. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. AR-15. Show me the warrant. Show me the warrant. I'm unarmed and I'm recording. So, you know, iPhone, you know, I have an iPhone, so, you know, I was unable to get that backup, so I kind of lost all that. You know what I'm saying? All them videos. I think I got a clip of January the 10th of when they came, but I lost that actual part because the backup, whatever. Long story short, cool. So, more of them come inside. They had the house surrounded, snipers outside in the grass, low waiting. The house surrounded, came, snatched me up. You know? Came, put the handcuffs on me, snatched me up. Cool. I'm still standing strong. So, you know, they end up going to put me inside the back of the car, police car, whatever. And, you know, they drove me out to their concentration camp, jail, which is Rockdale County Jail. Mind you, I never heard of these people, this place, this corporate jurisdiction before I even got down here. Heard of Conyers, Georgia. You know, of course, when I'm speaking to the family, I'm trusting that you study and you understand a little bit. Like these names of these places aren't the actual names of the places. So, you know, just for here now, the namesake. Let's just run through the story real quick. I ain't trying to make this video for too long. Okay, they drive me over there. Didn't show me the warrant. Didn't read me nothing. Ain't do none of that. Just, you know, they just, you know, had me in the back. Drove me over there. And then once we got there, oh, wait. Before I even move any forward, if you look back at my previous videos, a few videos back, I'm showing my identification cards, my national identification, allodial identification, because I had just got them. Oh, that was another thing. If I didn't articulate myself on January the 10th, then I wouldn't have got those cards on the 11th. I told my girl to overnight them to me from the New York territory. So I had them over. My mother had hit me up and had told me that my allodial identification came in the mail. So I told my girl to overnight them to me. So if I didn't articulate myself on the 11th, then I wouldn't have got them. No, excuse me. If I didn't articulate myself on the 10th, then I wouldn't have got them on the 11th. Cool. So when they handcuffed me, I had my identification in my pocket. So, you know, they empty your pockets out. They empty my pockets out. They was looking at my IDs, the 3 IDs, the travel card, the student card, and the allodial ID. They was all, you know, they had pulled them out of my pocket and was looking. Calling each other over, like, hey, come over here, look at this. Right? So, all right, I'm in cuffs. They drive me to the concentration camp, Rockdale County Jail. And, you know, the European policy enforcer, His name is Jason Welch. European colonizer for real. But again, no negativity, no violence, no hostility. It's love. I love them for what they did to me. Now, is it right? No. There's remedy in every situation. So, I'm still learning. And I'm very knowledgeable, but at the same time, there's always more for you to learn because we are more. So you think you done reached the level? There's levels to this, boy. Anyway, European policy enforcer, Jason Welch, he was hell-bent. He came on the 10th, so he was hell-bent on coming back and getting me. I seen it. I seen how he was talking, trying to interact, hell-bent. We want him. Okay? Opens up the back door, reads me the warrant. Oh. It's warrants for Dequan Clark. Wait. Let's go back a minute, though. Let's go back. When I was in the basement, and they opened up the basement door and called me, Atiq Bey, we know you in there. Come out with your hands up. So, or that's the game y'all playing, huh? That's the game y'all playing? It's all good, though. It's all good, though, because I'm good. It's all good. Whatever. Dequan Clark, all capital letters, fictitious, nom de guerre, straw man, transmitted utility. It's fraud, man. It's fraud. Anyway, yeah, this warrant is for you. And I looked at him. I said, I laughed. Man, listen, don't even read no more, man. Let's just go do what we got to do because I see where this is going. It's January 15th. I went to a bond hearing on the 16th, and I stood in front of a magistrate judge by the name of Fania at 10. Asiatic woman, Negro, black, colored, African American, clubism culture. Making a living off our people. It hurts, but it's the truth. And in order for us to ascend to our next levels that we're going to ascend to, the truth must be conveyed and spread out to everybody. So, magistrate judge, quote unquote, at 10, Asiatic woman, stood on my square since I got in there. It clicked in my mind, As soon as I walked in orange jumpsuit, chained up, I'm shackled up. And I'm like, man, all this studying, mind you, I've been studying for like almost 2 years at the time. So I'm like, man, all this study I'm doing, now's the time. It's calling. The ancestors placed me here for a reason. Stood up on them. On the record, for the record, let the record reflect, I am not Negro, black, colored, African American, or any other name that deludes into slavery. I'm Atiq Bey, Moorish American, and appropriate persona sui juris, not to be confused with any other slave name. Not Negro, oh, I said that, but not Negro, black, and colored, just to make sure that you understand. I'm a Moorish American. And you don't have no jurisdiction over me. So let's handle this now. What? Get him out of my court. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. European comes, grabs me. A little rough, but nothing too crazy. Mind you, I'm shackled up. Chains on my hand, around my waist, my feet. They literally, when I say literally, they literally chaining people up, bro. Chaining people up. And it's hurtful. Like I said, these things are hurtful. But I'm grateful for what they done put me through. What I needed. Because you know what? I benefited from that situation. Mentally, spiritually. Study yourself. Anyway, lady told me to get him out the courtroom now. Got me out. European grabs me hard, pulls me out. So let's go. So once we walk out, there's a little rinky-dink town. Rinky-dink. These people done made little towns and they eating off us. Snatching us up. Cool. Cool, brother. Cool. I ain't tripping. Because every dog has his day. Okay, long story short. He grabs me up, pulls me outside. And I look at him, I say, take your hands off me. I'm chained up. My ancestors are going to see to it that you get what's coming to you. His eyes went, let go. Get in the van. Okay. Whatever case. Went back to the concentration camp, locked down, no windows in the cell, nothing. You in the cell with 4 other people, no windows, 1 toilet, cold water. You feel me? They let you out the cell 2 times a day, probably, if that. It's twisted. It's twisted and, you know, ran by Asiatics. The head of the place is a sheriff, Asiatic, but Negro, blacks, and colors. Mind you, he got a bonding service, so they locking you up and bonding you out. Come on, man. The fraud is just too in your face. Went back a few days later to committal hearing. Stood up again. It was a European, quote unquote, judge, administrator. His name was Garland Moore. What? You know, I went in there, went ballistic. And I mean that in the most, you know, the most intelligent way. Objection. You don't have no jurisdiction over me. You're European. How can you rule over me? Broke down the Georgia seal on him. Oh, Georgia. The state of Georgia, created in 1776. Established in 1776. The word established means to settle. Y'all settled here. You occupying the land. You're an occupier. The occupational government. My ancestors been here. So when have I made a contract with you? And if I did, please bring it here. Produce it now. What? He couldn't even talk. Objection. And I'm not saying it angry, but I'll admit I was aggressive. I was aggressive with it because once you learn these things and you realize what's going on, you have a choice. Either you're going to stand up on your 10 toes, stand on that square, that 90 degrees, or you're going to be a coward. Very simple. Very simple. And you know what? A lot of our people ain't being, all the way real about it. You got to tell these people the truth. Straight the truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. Stood up. Man, he turned beet red. As red as the cherry tree. Took his glasses off. Get him out of my courtroom! No! What? I felt power. The real power was inside, and I felt it. It was all my life. Once upon a time, if you didn't know, I was a gang member, drug dealer, all types of nonsense. All types of nonsense. Spent a lot of time in these quote-unquote institutions. Something wasn't right. I knew it, just didn't know what. I haven't been in trouble, quote-unquote trouble, mindset, negative mindset that I'm living like Negro, blacks, colored in 8 years, almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he tells me get out, whatever. They get me out, go back. 2 weeks later, a week later now, Jason Welch and another quote-unquote detective comes and they serve me a warrant, quote-unquote warrant, another warrant, same charges. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it didn't work. Maybe because he knows what's going on and he stood the right way. Yeah, I did a lot of studying, and it wasn't for no reason. I was up at nights after working at Columbia University. Y'all see these videos. This is the truth. I'm showing you truth. And I'm not afraid to be myself. Care what nobody think about me. I don't care. Noble Ali told us, all us Moors, just be yourself. So look, you see me, got my little jean jacket, chain, my little jewelry, glasses, but I'm still in on. I'm being myself. All times. That's all we can do. Long story short, they issued me another warrant. And I told him, I said, when this is all said and done, and I mean this the most peacefulest way, when this is all said and done, you will remember me, Atiq Bey. You will remember who I am. Because I'm telling you who I am, and you're choosing to go about this how you used to. Because y'all got fat while we starved, and y'all was used to just getting away with it. But the jig is up. The time is up. And I mean it in the most positive way. No threats. Law. Law, it governs all events. There's no way around that. So, that's what happened. Cool. Okay. Then, I come, they had me go back to the cell, whatever. Go back to court 2 weeks later. It's the commitment hearing again, the same commitment hearing, but this time, Garland Moore, he's not there. The European cat, he's not there. He's like, no, don't. Oh, mind you, he said, don't bring him in front of me again, in front of the court. I know why. I know why. Because you don't want to be tied into this, but you already are. The truth is the truth. Peacefully, speaking peacefully, not threatening, just telling my story, the truth of what happened. Now, they got Magistrate Fania 10. Up there again, the Asiatic woman I told you about earlier. Did it again, stood up again. She tried to trick me. Had me come out into the courtroom with other people and you know, ask me questions. Oh, where'd you go to school at? Objection. I'm here to present myself, not have another person represent me. Oh, are you on any medication? Objection. My mental health condition has nothing to do with these charges. I'm here to handle this situation. Let's get it out the way. They had me leave, go to the back, waited till the courtroom was empty. Had me come back out. Stood up again. Stood up. Just kept standing up on them. This is genocide. Please, family, this is genocide. You are party to genocide, human trafficking, fraud, misprison. The list goes on. The list goes on. Anyway, stood up. Man, that was the last time I went to court. Quote unquote court. That's the last time I went to court. That was in the month of February. I had the dates, but I don't have them on hand now. But I got everything written down. Man, so from January, and I was released on the 24th of December of 2018. So from January the 15th all the way to December 24th, 2018, all in the same year I was kidnapped. So whatever the case, man, I'm in there, this little hole in the wall ass place, hole in the wall ass jail. Man, I'm in there, quote unquote jail, concentration camp. Man, I'm in there waking the people up. Waking the people up. When I say waking them up, I mean waking them up, man. They put me in the hole because they was, they didn't know what to do with me. They didn't know how to handle me because I'm coming at them with truth and I'm standing firm. Not being aggressive, and I'm in control of myself. I'm in my higher self at all times. And you know what? I needed work because in the beginning I was raw with it. But then after a few months, it calmed down. You know what I'm saying? I calmed down with it. And I became more, I grew. You know what I'm saying? I grew. If I could put it in one word, growth. Grew on them. So in the beginning, man, it was seeming like all of them, all the policy enforcers was against me. But then, in my ending days of me walking out, bruh, it was like a lot of people showed me respect, man. A lot of people showed me respect. And you know what? Man, I want to send positive vibes out to all the policy enforcers who I woke up. Yeah. Because I ain't just waking up the quote unquote inmates, policy enforcers waking up too. Policy enforcers waking up too, man. They coming in, man. They talking about they being enslaved and, they tired and yeah. Either enforce the Constitution or be led into prostitution. And that's what that was. Man, I got out. They had me in the hole. I was going to say, yeah. They had me in the hole, solitary confinement, with a bunch of other people, woke everybody in solitary up. My girl was mailing me information in, had the Holy Quran in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Divinely prepared, bruh. Divinely prepared. Levels to this, bruh. Levels to this. How many days are in the week? Levels. Anyway, this right here is what really got me through this. Well, one of the reasons that got me through. One of the things that got me through. I got myself through, but this got me through here, man. And so anyway, I was in the box, woke people up, woke the whole jail up, many occasions, whatever. A week before I left, they had a Negro attack me. Mind you, throughout the time, they was paying people to try to get me to put my hands on it because they know when I was asleep, I was a good fighter. I got in trouble for that once upon a time, hurting another. And, I was under the influence. And it was wrong then. It was wrong. I can tell you now it was wrong. This is not who I am. I bring peace. And, I'll show you my tattoo. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I'll show you the tattoo. You will see that. Love, happiness, you know what I'm saying? Happiness, peace. At the time, I was into the fiat. I didn't necessarily know, so I get it fixed once upon a time. But anyway, yeah, man, so it was wrong then, but once I came conscious, I knew better. I don't want to hurt not a soul. I don't want to hurt no flies, no animals, nothing. Cool. Then they had a Negro attack me. Man, listen. Noble Drew Ali voice came up in my head, man. If you're attacked, run. If you can't run no more, turn around and drop the world on them. That's what happened. You heard? That's what happened. I'm gonna let you hit me. I'm gonna let you get that hit. Then I'm gonna run. Not because I'm afraid, because I'm not stupid. I got 4 days left. You heard? I got 4 days left. Y'all try this? My mind is too... I'm vibrating on a higher plane. Always in my higher self at all times, man. Like, you can't trick me to my lower self, man. I'm the master. I self-law master. Me. 5, man. The 5. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You see that Moroccan flag? This is real, man. It's real. So anyway, I get out, man. And here I am now, Here I am now. Here I am now. But I want to read a little something out of this good book here. This good book here. Read a little something, Out here in the Georgia territory, Georgia Republic. My ancestors built it. Your ancestors built it. It's ours. So, that's what they want to call it. I'm still learning about this, the area. So, I'm gonna come at y'all in another video explaining some things I found out here, because I've been finding things. Peace and love, though, man. Everybody watching me, tuned in to Moorish media. But I want to read something real quick. Okay. Chapter 1. Now, and I say I was into it. I don't know if you can see the pencil, but in deep reading this. Man, I done read this probably 1,000 times. I'm going to read this to you, though. Chapter 1. The creation and fall of man, right? But I'm going to, skip ahead on to, like a little while into it. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. I'm going to read that again. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. Man, I had to go through all that I went through in there to even come to the place where I'm at now. The understanding and overstanding of these concepts that Drew Ali brought to us. These lessons, life lessons. Okay. But man will regain his lost estate, his heritage. But he must do it in a conflict that cannot be told in words. He must suffer trials and temptations manifold. One more time. But man will regain his lost estate, his heritage, but he must do it in a conflict that cannot be told in words. Yeah, he must suffer trials and temptations manifold. Man, I suffered. I was in there, man. I had thoughts of suicide. But I love myself. I love my life. I love this vessel. I love who I am. But you know what? The negative programming that they had us as a people in is what had me thinking that at one point in time. But now, those thoughts are no longer there. And they won't be coming back, ever. Because I'm in control of myself. Myself. I self-law master. I'm the master of myself and my destiny. So instead of that, instead of me letting these colonizers program my brain and make me think, oh man, I want to kill myself because I'm locked in this place. Nah, man, nah. Life too good. Oh, and I told y'all in another video before, watch us as we step back into our greatness. For all the people that ain't Moorish, who ain't watching, who are watching, but opposing. They call me a sovereign citizen. Yeah, I'm a sovereign, but I'm not a citizen. No corporation. All right? Don't confuse me with the European hate group. Sovereign citizens. You ain't even from here. Yeah. You ain't even from here. And the truth can be aggressive. The truth can sound so aggressive, but you're not from here. You're not the national of this land. You gave up your birthright to come here and take ours. Now the time is up. Have fun with this, man. This is who we are, man. But let's go over that real quick. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. So I wouldn't have known how strong I was if I didn't go through that situation. Man, arms. That's what I was kidnapped over. Arms. Wasn't on me, nothing, but, you know, that's what I was kidnapped for. You know, and I had to go through that to even understand, like, man, I don't even need no arms, bruh. I don't even need no arms. Let me tell you, man, the ancestors downloaded martial arts in my brain. Can you believe that? They downloaded martial arts in my brain. No books, nothing. It just downloaded. And it's just in me now. Because it's ours. It was already ours. Anyway, I had to develop my thoughts, you know, and exercise my mental strength. Man, there's many more, man. There's many more in this good book, and I'm gonna be going over them in a few upcoming videos. And you know, I'm gonna close this out with the prophecies, right? The end of time and the fulfilling of the prophecies. The last prophet in these days is Noble Drew Ali, who was prepared divinely in due time by Allah to redeem men from their sinful ways and to warn them of the great wrath which is sure to come upon the earth. That's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing that right now. John the Baptist was the forerunner of Jesus in those days, Yeshua, to warn and stir up the nation and prepare them to receive the divine creed, which was to be taught by Jesus. 3. In these modern days, there came a forerunner of Jesus, who was divinely prepared by the great God Allah. And his name is Marcus Garvey, who did teach and warn the nations of the earth to prepare to meet the coming prophet, who was to bring the true and divine creed of Islam. And his name is Noble Drew Ali, who was prepared and sent to this earth by Allah to teach the old-time religion and the everlasting gospel of sons of men. We all thoughts of Allah. This video is a thought of Allah. You watching it is a thought of Allah. That every nation shall and must worship under their own vine and fig tree and return to their own and be one with their Father God, Allah. 4. The Moorish Science Temple of America is a lawfully chartered organization. Any subordinate temple that desires to receive a charter, the Prophet has them to issue to every state throughout the United States, etc. 5. The Moorish Science Temple of America, Number 5. That the world may hear and know the truth. That the world may hear and know the truth. That among the descendants of Africa there is still much wisdom to be learned in these days for the redemption of the sons of men under love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. 6. We as a clean and pure nation, descended from the inhabitants of Africa, do not desire to amalgamate or marry into the families of the pale-skinned nations of Europe, neither serve the gods of their religion, because our forefathers are the true and divine founders of the first religious creed for the redemption and the salvation of mankind on earth. Number 7. Therefore, we are returning the church and Christianity back to the European nations. Keep that. We don't need that. Take it. Take it back. You live with it. As it was prepared by their forefathers for their earthly salvation, not for us. So you people running around talking about, yeah, I'm a good Christian. You're a traitor. Let's be clear. Taj Tariq voice. 8. While we, the Moorish Americans, are returning to Islam, which was founded by our forefathers for our earthly and divine salvation. 9. The covenant of the great God Allah. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be longer upon the earthland which the Lord thy God Allah has given thee. 10. Come all ye Asiatics of America and hear the truth about your nationality and birthrights. Because you are not Negroes. Learn of your forefathers' ancient and divine creed. That you will learn to love instead of hate. Interjection. All I done went through in this past year. A lot of hurt. A lot of pain. But I've learned to love. Love myself first. And once you love yourself, everything else comes. You will love any and everything. Humanity itself. Mother Nature doesn't recognize person or station. Remember that. 11. We are trying to uplift fallen humanity. That's what I'm doing. The divine minister. Come and link yourselves with the families of nations. We honor all true and divine prophets. Yeah. And, you know, close it out real quick with the Moorish American prayer. Because, you know, this is our culture. This is what we do. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my God, my salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, True Ali. Amen. Ra. You dig? But you know, man, peace and love to all the Moors. If you've been watching this, it's been a long 41 minutes, 40-something minutes. I'm going to end this now. And, you know, I'll be back at you guys in a minute. And, you know, we going to have some more stuff to talk about, you know. We have some more stuff to talk about. This was unplanned. And, you know, I just did this for here now, you know, because I was, you know, my spirit told me to make a video. Because, you know, I need that energy. So, all you Moors on the rise, man, drop some comments. Make sure you subscribe. Cherry Tree gonna take us out. You did. Iron Sheik number 4. Make you sovereign. They don't care about this word, throw it out like garbage. I'll throw it at you when you're active, not passive.